Black family, we're going to talk a little bit about a few things. I want you to hit the like button, subscribe button, share it, subscribe to my channel. Also subscribe to the B1 Math MSH Mathematics, Science, and History channel. Tweet it out, send it to your social media. Man, we got to talk. Man, why are we always infighting and stuff? Everybody knows about divide and conquer, but everybody still files for divide and conquer. I'm trying to figure that out. Divide the people, then rule. It's the oldest trick in the book, but guess what? It still works, right? And right now, since it doesn't seem like they basically, if you listen to the YouTube spaces right now, you got a lot of people acting like there's nothing for us to be paying attention to. You act like there's nothing for us to be concerned about. And this is exactly why y'all need leaders. Y'all need leaders. And that's a fact. If you think that Black people don't need leadership and leaders, then you damn crazy. And if you don't need leadership, you ain't no leader either, because we don't know who you are. Everybody can't do everything. Leadership is required. Okay, especially when you're talking about the focusing of attention of a large group of people, because everybody is doing their own thing. Everybody's doing their own thing. And when there's a lack of good leadership, strong and organized and respected, what happens? People infight, the kids fight amongst each other, and then the robbers come steal, kill, destroy. This is what we pretty much got going on right now in the so-called YouTube space. A lot of people just out here just fighting among each other. A lot of it's based on this polite situation. It stems from that, but it's really based on a lot of, just old stuff that's been. What's going on, BMT? What's up, big bro? Yeah, it's coming from a lot of old stuff. There's a lot of old stuff that people have been, putting together. You got the so-called conscious community over there with what's his name, Lord Tahaka, something like that, Tahaka Bay in the Moorish camp. Then you got old Ali Muhammad, who used to be down with Sanetta and them debating. Since Polite got hemmed up with his nefariousness and his disgustingness and his ratchetness, all of this money he have, but obviously it looks like he's been, I gave the brother the benefit of the doubt for a while, but it looks, I'm not giving too much of a benefit of a doubt no more, because of the simple fact he admired that type of behavior. But he still deserves his trial. We'll see what's happening. But because Polite left, it created this little gap. We got the Moors Science Temple wanting to physically fight with Ali. Ali, which was one of the, I guess, Sanetta's dudes, but he kind of stepped away. But when he came back and started discussing the Polite issue, these brothers done got into an argument over some tea on damn YouTube. So-called the smartest people in the world. These people, They will have you believe they studied Kemet. They done studied the Metdu Neter. They done studied the aboriginal races of the human family. They come from the supreme wisdom of the planet Earth. They know about the 9 worlds that there's life upon. They know about the stars and the periods and the significance of the red and the blue. The Moorish science temple, about the, all of the melanin code, all of that. You're supposed to be smart. You're supposed to be the best investigators. But here y'all is getting in arguments and want to get into a fist match over some kombucha tea and somebody disrespected you. That's very low level. That lets us know y'all still niggas. That's all. That's all. We ain't got to get mad. That's what. And now we get Nyla and what you call these people? I forgot what they call it. Something like the gynocracy. So Sarnetta done attacked the Nyla and them. And of course, that's a whole bee's nest. And Cynthia. So now we fighting. We infighting. Infighting as we're talking about. What's up? Oh, yeah. Let's drop this. Let's drop this link. Let's drop the link. I want to see what y'all say. What's up? What's up, y'all? We got to deal with this because this is some of the dumbest. I hate cussing too much, but this is some of the dumbest shit in the world. But that's what's happening. This is what's happening with us. Oh, hold on. Shit, I got our house. How come my thing won't go? Oh, there it is. What's up? No. Oh, okay. Oh, all right. Nah, but the bottom line is, yeah. So, yep. What's up, BMT? What's going on, big bro?
Can you hear me, brother?
Yeah, I can hear you. I can hear you. Go ahead.
I think this is why I go hard trying to show some type of black excellence, or that we're not savages or animals, and
exactly
and stuff. That's why I like I didn't have to show that event. I talked to the people there and let them know, because though a lot of certain types of blacks, they're very secluded about their life, and because they're going to talk about us regardless. So why do we care?
Exactly.
The ones that are doing the work, the ones that are actually out there doing functions, that building right there, the owner, that's a black owned establishment.
Yeah, I seen that on your channel. Everybody, shout out to BMT's channel. Y'all should subscribe if you don't. This brother always is doing something positive. He's always, just showing he's just a sincere brother in what he believes in and what he does. And, like you said, you don't always have to agree with somebody, but the authenticity of people, that's what you should be valuing, because if you agree with everything somebody gonna say, you don't agree with everything your mama say, right? But keep going.
And I wanted to show that I've seen the Moors there, I've seen the Israelite camp there, I've seen different people show up there, and we can sit there, smoke cigars, and nobody do all that foolishness and stuff
in real life.
Exactly.
That's
why I wanted to show that. That's why I wanted to show that. Go ahead, brother.
Yeah, not that YouTube stuff. Because I think these platforms, sometimes they make us want to fight, I guess. I don't know.
It's supposed to, that's sadly positivity of blackness. And that's why I don't hardly ever talk like this. It's not really, I quit caring to try to show what our people are really doing, because it's not what people really want to see. They don't want to see family. They don't want, and I don't say the overall populace is just not the cool thing. It's not, It's not the cool thing to want to be shown. You
Right.
know, us being able to have cognitive jarring. You know, for us to have conversations. You know, like I try to tell people, like, you know, well, the
This is
men
what they
this,
want to
women
see.
that.
Let me show you what they want to see. This is what we want to talk about.
Oh gosh.
Now the thing is, the reason why I'm gonna show this real quick. Let me show from the beginning. This is what we want. This is what we're supposed to be. All right. So
You can also, if you want to, you can use my video, the one with the club, with that little that bit. You can use that, brother.
17, Ohio.
But this is what we should be looking at.
Lakia Armour, 16, went missing in Ohio, May 23rd. Ian Bletcher, 17 years old, Ohio, went missing May 24th. Emmanuel Moreland, 16 years old, Ohio, went missing May 22nd. Kiera Griffin, 16 years old, Ohio, went missing May 24th. Parrish Smith Jr., 14, Ohio, went missing May 23rd. My question to the state of Ohio is, why are there so many Black children between the ages of 19 and 14 going missing within the same month, and nobody is talking about this? These are our brothers and sisters who went missing from the same city around the same age at the same time, and they're all Black. Boost this video and demand that the state of Ohio give us answers. This is too much of a coincidence for it to be blown off and not given any news coverage. Find these Black kids.
Now,
please stop scrolling. This is really important.
All right. So what do you think about that? Because the thing is, the reason why I played that is because we got, oh, you didn't see that. I'm sorry. Let me show that. I'm sorry. I got to show that video. I thought I was, you know how we is. We get confused sometimes with these screens.
Well, but I was today. I was going to play the recording of I was going to play the recording sent to me by the school, and majority of the schools that they called out were Black schools getting shut down.
You see,
and like I said, I'm not trying to bring. I don't care to bring these social media talking points around our people anymore, because they're not trying to help us. Social media is one of the biggest things that has always attacked our people, always attacked our imagery, always attacked our mindset. It could be something where we talking about, hey man, we need to just go off and just go build and do everything and just be on our own. What's wrong with these Black folks?
Right.
Just another race or a white man say that shit. He's a prepper. He's a constitutionalist. And I'll be like, God damn.
Yeah.
He said the same damn thing that we said. We just it's like no matter what.
We're supposed to stay in our place. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like your place is supposed to be the buffoon, shine coon, a jester, a joke. You know what I'm saying? But I wanted to play this video, but see, because I have, unfortunately, because a lot of our people play into that. I showed that first video with the sister. She's dressed up all crazy, and her sons. I'm looking at her sons like, mama. Her sons are like sensible, but she's kind of like the kid. Now, this is kind of role reversing here. And we are more concerned about that situation. And a lot of people are talking about the first video, the sister falling down and farting and stuff. But I'm looking at this one. I mixed this in because this is what some of these so-called smart people, some of these people are so damn smart. They know how to dox people. They know how to investigate people. They know how to pull police records. They know how to send people out and find somebody's house, tracking folks down. My thing is, we like some serious investigation power in this social media thing, but we use it to hurt each other. And I just wanted to show this video here.
Alasia Walker, 17, Ohio, went missing May 23rd. Lakia Armour, 16, went missing in Ohio, May 23rd. Ian Bletcher, 17 years old, Ohio, went missing May 24th. Emmanuel Moreland, 16 years old, Ohio, went missing May 22nd. Kiera Griffin, 16 years old, Ohio, went missing May 24th. Parrish Smith Jr., 14, Ohio, went missing May 23rd. My question to the state of Ohio is, why are there so many Black children between the ages of 19 and 14 going missing within the same month, and nobody is talking about this? These are our brothers and sisters who went missing from the same city around the same age at the same time, and they're all Black. Boost this video and demand that the state of Ohio give us answers. This is too much of a coincidence for it to be blown off and not given any news coverage. Find these Black kids, please.
So if she was falling and farting, 1 million views, right? If she was falling and farting, she would probably get 1 million views. I don't know. That's the state of the world today.
You gotta understand. We were taught the only time to love a nigga is when you are a nigga. Yeah, that's pretty deep. And the shit about it is, Mike. It's like after a while, I don't take myself as a game. I don't take you as a game. I don't take our children. I don't take our plight as men and women. Like, I get it. Shit's bad, y'all. But these situations that our people are in is pretty dire. Like, the country, like, literally, they have an Asian crime bill put out there for them. Shit.
Exactly.
As many goddamn things been happening to us, what the fuck is our goddamn bill? We didn't get a bill yet. Yeah, it's so easy to kill a Black man, and shit. All you gotta say is, well, what did he do?
He must have did something.
He had to do something. What the hell? I was like, God damn it, dude.
I mean, no evidence is nothing. We just know. Yeah, we act like we just. I mean, I know exactly what you're talking about.
So, at this point, you start to realize. This is why, like, I started going off and doing security. I started going off and doing different stuff for my people. And don't get me wrong. Oh, I don't like always doing this. I don't like always doing this stuff. I don't. But I also am very understanding to know that. I'm also very understanding to know that. Listen, man, ain't nobody really trying to watch our back.
That's not.
Ain't nobody trying to really want to deal with us. Like, if anything, it's easy just to say just a missing child, just a missing nigga. You know, he was just a junkie or a crackhead. Ain't nobody trying to look for us like that. And I do watch how they act. I can't always show the stuff. But I'm going to tell you right now, when our asses disappear, it's not the same. Like, it's not the same. You know, and hell, some of these people, they're like, well, what'd you say, brother?
Do you do the prepping?
The prepping
stuff like that, saving the food.
Yeah, I do. I do that because I understand the weight of the world and how the world operates. You know what I'm saying? Like, if only a fool would wait till the world. Listen. If doggone, what happened with the
New York,
what happened in New York. And in the rest of the U.S., some people were ready, but a lot of our people, out of the 13%, they were not ready. They were not.
I mean, especially look at New York, though. They were really not ready for that. The people in New York wasn't ready. You see some of them videos from that?
Right. No, I saw a lot. Hell, it got so bad. My state had barred people from the Northeast from coming down here.
Dang! So they can take Afghanistan, but you can't take people from another state.
They were like, no, they didn't want them coming. They weren't supposed to be coming down here. They were like, out of state tags not allowed.
What?
Yep.
That's crazy.
They were not allowed.
So just imagine, that's what I mean. But this infighting, see, this is what I'm saying. Like, this infighting, it really prepares you to get enslaved, to get slaughtered, to get taken over, because nobody's paying attention to the defense of the whole. Everybody wants to go ahead and attack each other. Ain't nobody concerned, like you're saying. the people who should be concerned. Now, I understand if, like, let's say the government, because they never really been concerned. Come on now, they ain't been concerned about us, except as long as we stay in our place over there in what we call Niggerville. As long as we stay in our place, let them stay there, and we steal some money from them every now and then. But at least we should be concerned. We got kids missing. We got all this, we got some stuff to be thinking about right now. Versus, like you said, you got New York. What's going on, Coach? We got New York. You got what you call that? New Orleans. New York, New Orleans, and you got wherever else that's been that needs help. People need help. Remember, they used to have all them jobs. Even Haiti. Haiti just had an earthquake, didn't they?
Yeah, they did.
That's crazy.
I'm telling you, I'm doing like the black men. I'll give me some white hoes on my team. I'll give me some white girls on my team with this prepping.
You got to have prepping. I don't necessarily worry about because
No, I'm jokingly saying that because
what you're saying though. But
I
yeah,
met a white girl on social media. I ain't never actually met her, but we do a lot of the similar hobbies, and she was telling me she got enough food, and she don't even have a man. She got enough food to feed her family for 3 years. She just got her thing to ship chickens out of state, and how she saves like 70% of her what she grows and stuff like that. She a third generation farmer. She in Florida, and so we connected on some other. She a witch, by the way. She a witch. But I'm gonna be some white girls on my team. But it's been the discussion of the gender wars. What are women gonna do? We fucking prepping. That's what we gonna do.
But see, that's what I'm talking about. Like, I mean, it's all good. I know this is the situation everybody thinking because the mindset is here and everything. But literally, when people, that's what I'm saying. Like, it's this women against men, this boring crap, and it's actually the cause of everybody being one of the causes, I should say, why as a group we're so weak. Somebody can just come and steal our kids. And
BMT, I'm sorry, I didn't say hi to BMT. Hey, BMT.
Oh, what's up, Coach?
Hey.
Yeah, I mean, we got a situation right now where people can come literally steal our kids, and we just be like, "What can you do?"
Well, you have a point there, and like I said, like this is why I don't care for no more of this social media stuff. If it don't really mean nothing to me no more, I don't care to talk about it or literally get involved with it because I mean, at the end of the day, it's now come to the point where only the strong will possibly survive this one.
Right.
And so, I wish the best of luck to everybody at this point. Shit. I'm pulling the goddamn biblical shit now. Like, yo, only the chosen can make it on this one because
have you I'm a big prediction. I don't believe what they call them, people who prophesize. I don't believe the prophets in the church. I believe the prophets making these movies, truth be told. So people could call me crazy for seeing that because I remember the first flip phone that I saw was on Star Trek. But like Hunger Games, we literally are walking to me, and I just see we walking into the beginning of the Hunger Games. Because those people.
I see that, I ain't gonna lie.
You haven't seen it?
No.
You should really go watch it. It's based on this book called 1984. I haven't read the book because I know y'all can be saying that all the time.
I've read some of that. No, that's true.
I want you to understand it like this, and I'm gonna show you humanity. When you don't have and somebody else does have, desperation, you're gonna go for that. You're gonna go for whatever it is just to survive. Whether it be a starving belly, whether it be whatever shit you got going on. And people always say, well, we're going to just be able to do that. Listen, when the Katrina hit, there were some evil people coming out of the shadows. Because they know there was never going to be any pushback. You know what I'm saying? Just like last night, I think like 2 nights ago, there was a 4-minute shootout. All I saw for 4 minutes,
Where
all
at?
that YouTube shit I ever heard, that shit went out the window. And I watched those who knew what they were doing were able to grab their women or grab their brothers and sisters, and they moved. The other ones were running in the parking lot like scared children, trying to
They
figure out
were
what the
sitting
fuck to
up.
do. I'm gonna tell you right now, I wasn't playing no super Negro. I wasn't playing no come here, I'm saving women and children. Fuck that. My job was to protect one building and the person in that one building.
Right.
This is the law of how it's going to be moving forward. Like we
You
got
were doing security.
huh? Yeah.
Did y'all ever see that series, The 100?
No. What is
It was like when people had went to outer space and then the Earth had pretty much destructed, and then when they had actually come back to Earth, but the Earth was in such a state, you know, it would be pockets of people or places with food and resources and this and that and the different things that they did in those things. And yeah, it wasn't always pretty, you know. You had factions. They did try to make certain teams and whatever that would end up, you know, preying on the weekend stuff. But basically, if everybody start prepping, we can eliminate it. But you're gonna have people that aren't doing it, and then they're gonna try to take from the ones that are doing it. So you got to do. And I'm not up on the gun stuff, and I really do have to get up on the gun stuff because you can't defend what you have if you don't have that layer of protection. Because people who will come in who haven't prepped, who have the guns, will come in and take. But on the whole, we do need to start, you know, try to do better.
But there is no hole. There is no hole. And the thing about it is, and again, that's why I brought up the unclean and clean. Like
I caught the end. I didn't hear all of the broadcast. I just came in.
So what happens is this: like I'm only choosing to work with my flock. I'm not trying to save the world no more. That's a fool's lane right there. You can never, you can't show me not one group that said, let's save the world. Hell, even goddamn Superman, he ain't try to save all Krypton. He said, listen, woman, grab my child and let's get the hell out of here. And he put his child on a ship. He could have did it. He could have built a bigger ship. He did it. He only built what was for his child. Because he said, I got to give my child a fighting chance. That's the only thing. That's honestly in my prerogative. If it's not my woman and children, I'm not concerned about it, because I have to. And same thing I understand for you or for Mike. And like now we understand black society is in such a weakened state. That's what Mike was talking about. That you can only save but so much. This is the Noah Ark algorithm. You can't get everybody on the boat.
And
we would like to.
That you should say that, because that's exactly how this thing is playing out. Because I think that we, what's separating is people with their mentalities. Because like you don't know, everybody could look. Let's say everybody's black, but some people think so destructively, and they are not willing to be trying. They don't know exactly, but you can't tell the difference except by their decisions. And so I think, like you said, that Noah's Ark, who's going to listen, who's not. You know what I'm saying?
I remember I followed up because I had mentioned there was a village in Africa where the women had been so brutalized that they went to build their own village, and it started with 14 women. Now I think it's at 100. I checked up on it, and I don't even know if that was the most recent update. But as those 14 women came, people started. Men started attacking them. They weren't bothering anybody, but they started attacking them. The women persisted on. They worked together, and they eventually bought the land surrounding them with the men who were attacking them.
I know. I've seen it already.
It's sad that we can't come. And I see those people resilience. They building schools now. They say, you know, they building infrastructure. They're building infrastructure to, you know, in there to possibly build a village. And it's survival instinct. And, you know, when you hear, because I heard somebody on time say, what are these women going to do if ain't no men? Who are going to do this and who are going to do that? And I was like, the conversation is not good. It's not good. But to say that if you think the people are going to sit down and not continue to do something or progress is not accurate, because it are. But we
it's
really need to
fine. I
stop
mean,
having those combos and start having the combos of how do we, and start planning out some stuff
so
other than that. But I know it can't happen.
but see, here,
Well, yeah.
the thing about it is this, and I hear what you're saying. And listen, no one side gender can survive on their own. No
Exactly.
one side gender. Men take women in those type of situations because they need a mate or they need to reproduce. That is why. If you look at most conquests, they say take the women and the children, kill off the men.
Right.
So regardless of that, and I've seen the village is actually guarded by a layer of thorns. And yes, they do actually have men on the outer rim. But they're not close to the area, but they do patrols to make sure the women can fight. But they've also sometimes men come back to come take the women back to their villages. And so the women rather not, either they running from being circumcised or sold off. I know listen, I've seen that.
Abusive relationships.
So, but understand this: they are being protected by men on the outside. Like the UN and all that. They know about that place. It's under protection. But the thing about it is, it's just one of those things that a woman protects a child, and they only could do so much in that for a man. These talking points were, oh, the women are doing this. Yeah, but you can't get a law passed not without that of the man. You can't get that passed. And the same thing for the men. We don't need these women. Well, shit. You need somebody to help you raise and grow your legacy. And these talking points are dogmatic. Because see, people can believe in whatever. Y'all can believe in these talking points, whatever these white man or whatever these stupid talking points that people are telling y'all. Other societies are not following that because they understand that, listen, it's either die or live. And so we're at the point right now, our people, and shout out to Mike when you're playing that. Right. Children are disappearing. And nobody, go ahead, Mike. Go ahead, Mike.
No, go ahead.
I'm saying, children are disappearing right now. And the only thing that you're hearing is wailing women. And the men are too flustered to even want to, some of them are too flustered to want to fight, or the ones that actually are fighting, they're like, yo, I only have enough food and rations and bullets for mine.
Right.
So
the mentality that's in, that everybody's in. Yep.
Right. That's why go ahead.
Thing is that we're not there yet. We do have enough right now, and we do need to start transitioning these combos to something else. And I don't know who's going to be the leader of the new school to do it, because people will function out of survival, like those women that are growing started at 14 to 100 and they are getting help. We shouldn't have to get to that point where we're that ostracized from each other to start doing it. And the conversations cannot be had to begin to, because everything starts with words. Words are important, and when we sit here and we say these words, not meaning that these words have power, because you quote the Bible all the time. I mean, they quote the Bible all the time. God spoke stuff into existence, and we are speaking. Mm-hmm. We are speaking horrible things into existence that are gonna take, and we gotta start transitioning the combo into more positive things. I'm a reactor. I'm gonna react anytime, but we really do need to have somebody, and I don't know who that person is gonna be to transition this combo from those things into something else.
Let me say something. Okay, let me say something real quick, because check this out. We definitely see that the question is who is we? Because a lot of times we don't. A lot of us don't see each other because we think we're marginalized, but actually there's a lot of people out, because like you said, there's a lot of people that like to stay in the clouds because they're not into all the drama. They're just listening. They're learning. They're listening. They're trying to figure it out. They actually care about what's true. They actually care about what's true. Like as soon as you prove me wrong on something, I will take my little embarrassment. I'm saying, dang, I'm sorry, I was wrong. and you can say what you want to say about it, and I'll just take the little bit of embarrassment. It don't matter to me, because I care more about what's actually true. Because right now we got a lot of people who can talk real loud. They don't care about what's actually true. They're just trying to beat each other. They're trying to beat each other. They're trying to fit. And that's why a lot of these conflicts end up in physical conflicts, because you get two people who can't beat each other verbally. And so they try to get into some kind of physical confrontation, which is what we're supposed to have with these so-called, I mean, I'm seriously, these two brothers that supposedly want to fight, Ali and the Moorish guy, that should be very embarrassing, because they're part of two organizations that should supposed to be smarter than that. You know, Aboriginals and Moorish Americans. That should be real embarrassing for them.
I'm just gonna have to confess, I'm so ignorant. I don't know what the hell they fighting for. I'm just about moving from progress to that.
It's some dumb stuff. You don't even really need to know. But the point is, they should know better. These are supposed to be the people who's talking about they want to teach everybody else stuff. That's why it should be very embarrassing for them. And
it's some stuff you fight for, but I tell people that people fight over a booger if they thought somebody else wanted, or to prove a point.
Exactly. And that's just about the level of this little thing. It's just about the level of this, because these people using all their intellectual power, all of their knowledge, all of the resources that people are willing to help them with, to fight on YouTube, and then trying to physically create a fight. And I had to say something about Sonetta. That's the reason why I really don't hardly listen to his channels, because, like you said, BMT, like you do, like we're actually trying to translate the so-called knowledge and your information into how do we use that information to create something that's strong and powerful that we can be proud of in the real world. You know what I'm saying? And I know a lot of people don't like Tariq Nasheed because he do a lot of talking about people, and yeah, he do a lot of that too. But he produces. I respect him because he actually,
listen. I don't have to respect the man,
right?
But if the man is producing or the woman is producing,
right,
I have no say. One of my best employers is a woman, a very prominent woman. Now, I don't have no problem working for her. She's like, and she's told me, she didn't listen, yo, I'm just a brain.
Right.
But the men around me that protect me, y'all, I respect y'all. Now, she told me that. Granted, like, this woman is up there in the 7 figures now. You know what I'm saying? But she also understands that, listen, I'm just a brain, but I know I need the man to protect me while I make money so I can feed all of y'all, So I don't mind being her protection. She doesn't mind hiring bodyguards and people to protect her and those women. But see, again, like I was showing you in that video of that black event, them black people are not asking about protection. That type of class of black people, they don't give a shit about that, about the stuff.
And see, that's the symbiosis that people are not really getting. She is a woman. She is making 7 figures. But look how her money is trickling down into the community. Now she is employing, I would hope she would be able to employ black men, but she employing one black man with this you. I don't know how many more, but they don't look at
work for her is black. Everybody that works for her is black.
And that's what they don't see is how when I'm doing it, I'm making. Is she black?
Yeah, she's a black. Listen,
and see, she making a special point to make it trickle in her community where she can. Now, I'm not saying all of her business is going to be, but that point she doing, and that is the thing we have to start. Instead of saying, "Oh, she a such and such and such and such and such and such," she might. And I don't know this person. Let me say that. She could be the biggest bitch in the world when you see her say she's stuck up, have 50 million tracks glued to her head, and I'm not saying it because I don't know it. But the point is, we look at one little small aspect of people without seeing the stuff on the whole, and so many people are missing the small details and the big things that make a difference on favor of some talk about. You might be somebody who started a wig line, but if you spending your money with people who doing black publication, maintaining your website with black people, men and women. That is a plus. But we say words in the atmosphere that make enemies of people on these
Yeah.
panels that we can't even do business with now because we done
Yeah.
said offensive stuff.
Exactly. Exactly. That's the problem. That's what I'm saying. Like, but that's what I mean. The people who get it, they gonna get it, and actually, they're not gonna really be the loudest voices. That's what I want us to see too. The loudest voices are not always going to be the ones, because the loudest voices usually are the ones that's all mentally damaged and they got issues and stuff like that. They just know how to talk
You
loud.
know what the teacher told you? The empty can make the loudest noise.
But,
Right.
see, but the thing about it is this, and I want you to understand this. I've been offered plenty of money from different people. You know what I'm saying? White people, Hispanic, different people with money. I don't follow people or use my sword just because you got money.
Right.
I follow somebody off of their mentality and their moral guidelines. Like, that's the only reason why. And she understands that. She's like, she told it. But I had a real goddamn prominent rapper that a lot of people know. He said, "Hey, I'll tell you right now, Bubba, I'll pay you $2,500 a week. Come with me." Now, $2,500. I said, I didn't say nothing. He said, okay. $3,500.
Dang.
That's a lot.
Yeah.
She smiled. She said, "He's not going to leave." And he said, "What do you mean?" He said, "I'll pay." And she told him, she said, "I pay him $125 every night." He said, "What the fuck?" I'll bid you. He said, "It's not about the money to Joe. It's about the principle and about the moral talking points."
Mm-hmm.
So once that overflew his money. But the thing about it was her stability of mindset of how she talks about building and how she operates. Some people, it's not about the dollar.
Right.
It's about the mindset. Why do you do y'all honestly think people rock with Farrakhan because of money? No.
Nope.
It's not about money. Some people don't follow people. It's not about, well, if he eats, we all gonna eat. No. It's literally, and believe it or not, a lot of black people actually rock with certain black people because of their mind state. They can identify with them. So because they can identify with them, so that way, if I see certain strengths and qualities, I rock with Mike. As many times as me and Mike have battled and bumped heads,
Mm-hmm.
me and Mike have talked so much about legacy.
Right.
And we showcased it. You know what I'm saying? Me and you, we've had conversations about doing things, Miss Koja. You know what I'm saying? Now, other people, I don't care for. And they know it. I don't care for them.
And we cuss them the fuck out and keep on moving. That's what we do. But the people we respect and stuff, sometimes we'll say, you know what, I'm not going to go down that road. Or we're going to talk about other things than this because we know we're going to disagree.
Right. So the thing about it is, that's why I took my energy and my power and I started to remove it from certain spaces, because everybody is not deserving. Understand? And people say, well, we're all black. You shouldn't be like that. No, I'm sorry. Everybody, listen.
The mindset.
When it's a mindset. You understand this? When somebody's trying to lead the plantation, do they try to take all the slaves off the plantation? Hell no. They only take those who are willing and able. And if you're not, if you feel like, oh, I gotta go back, I gotta put you down. Hell, even God himself, when they wanted to go back to Egypt, what did God start doing? Shit.
Yep.
He started putting down the goddamn Israelites. But he was like, oh, y'all want to go back to that shit? I gotta put you down. because you're already dead inside.
Exactly.
So the only thing I can do is grant you mercy. So I understand there have been times I wanted to help a brother or sister. But if they're not trying to leave out of that situation, I can't force them out. It's like us trying to get an addict to stop wanting to do heroin or crack. And a lot of us, we done been and grew up in the crack era and through the heroin era. But as much time we try to get my uncle to quit and took him up to the front of that prayer line, that nigga be right back on that smack before the end of goddamn service.
And how I don't do it for the people. I give them the information and see if they make a step toward it, because I say, and in my look, everything I need to know, I learned in Genesis. Every time people had a blessing from God, they had to do their part. It wasn't magically there. And if I don't see a person make a step towards it, whether it be making a phone call or whatever, then why would I make a step towards you? Because everybody think that it's gonna come in. Oh, here go $5,000 or here go this. No, it sometimes it's the information that you relate on to somebody, and then to come back and say, hey friend, you followed up, you did such and such and such and such, or you need help with the application, you done started the process, let me see where I can help you with it. It's not always monetary. Sometimes it's just even a mindset.
And like I said, the most valuable thing you can even give your children as they growing up, it's not a bunch of money, because they can the money is where you got it from. You show them the information, and the information, if they listen to you and you told them the truth, and you know, that is more valuable than any, you can give them a little money here and there just to get them started, to jumpstart them. But if they listen to you, then they're going to always have money. That you taught them how to fish. And see, that's what I'm saying. And that's what I think we are saying, because there's a period of time where you do help people in that season. But when the stuff is hitting the fan and that time is up now, you ain't took the message. I've been trying to help you. You know what I'm saying? I went down to the crack house. I tried to pull you out a couple times. I risked my life for you. Yeah, we did it. We gave you a couple chances, maybe 2, 3, 4, 5, maybe, depending on how much we love you. But you keep going back to the crack house, I got to let you stay there. You see what I'm saying? I got to let you stay there because I'm now risking myself to be, I just was looking at this video. I don't know if y'all ever seen this, but a kangaroo, the nature of a kangaroo, when it's running from an enemy, they have the kid, a mother, the kangaroo mother have the kid in this pouch, right? It'd be running from the enemy. But if that damn dog or whatever it is that's trying to eat the kangaroo get too close and that baby is slowing it down, that kangaroo will take that baby and throw him right out.
Oh, wow.
That's what a kangaroo would do. A kangaroo would, if the situation, they tried to save him, but the baby is too big, it's staying in that pouch too long, it ain't running, it can't run by itself, the mama will take that baby and throw the baby out and let the animal eat it.
But that comes from the survival of the species, because they know the species must go on. But in the small realm of things, if I got to save a stranger or save my kids, of course my kids will come, and my immediate family come first in that hierarchy.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. That's what I mean. Like there's a time and a place where I do believe in helping people who maybe they're too dumb to help themselves, or maybe they're even rejecting you. Like, there's a period of time when the situation, you got time to do that. You have that time to sit there and no, and all that kind of thing, because you may save a few additional allies and additional family members like that. But right now we're in such a dangerous situation, I believe, where they censoring all this information, obvious lies. You got people getting kidnapped and killed. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, my phone froze up.
Yeah, y'all go ahead. I don't like these long lives anyway, so y'all go ahead and do your thing, because I'm about to end it off in a minute anyway.
Okay, well, please have the combo because it's needed. I'm gonna try to unfreeze myself.
I want to get your take on this one thing before you leave. Just listen to this, and I want you. Because this is part of my gossip thing. I just want you to get your take on it. You the perfect one. Now listen to this, baby.
Okay.
You can't. Oh, hold on. I don't have it. Let me make it so you can see it. I don't want to mess up again. I messed up before and didn't show it.
Take your time. I'm unfroze now.
Okay. Now I want you to check this out, because now I think this is important to have a conversation to see how we can change these type of behaviors. Let's listen here. Look at the child.
What's up? My mama went to jail.
Your mama went to jail.
Wanna know why her went to jail?
Yeah, why? Tell it, friend.
Cause her got caught stealing from our store.
No,
That's why.
no, she didn't.
And we gotta go get her out of that jail.
What Granny say?
And my grandma said that's a damn shame.
Right.
And guess what? Mommy got evicted from her house.
No, she didn't.
Yup. And my granny said hers don't know how anybody get evicted off of no Section 8.
Right, how much was the rent?
Granny said mommy rent was $7. And her list got kicked out her house.
No, she.
And Granny said her can't come stay with us.
Right.
Mommy dirty and her don't clean up nothing.
Man,
That's what.
hold on. Now, what's your initial take on that right there?
I didn't get to hear it. It was really jumbled.
Oh man, hold on. Hold on. Well, basically, this kid, this baby. I'm gonna try to let you hear it one more time. Let's try to do it one more time. Can you hear it? Can you hear?
I don't hear nothing right now, but go ahead.
Okay, hold on. We're gonna try it again. I want just look at her face, look at how her head wrapped, everything. That's all I'm looking at.
Got caught stealing from our store.
No,
I can't.
That's why.
I can't
No, she
rewind.
didn't.
And we gotta go get her out of that jail.
What Granny say?
And my grandma said that's a damn shame.
Right.
And guess what? Mommy got evicted from her house.
No, she didn't.
Yup. And my granny said hers don't know how anybody get evicted off of no Section 8.
Right, how much was the rent?
Granny said mommy rent was $7.
No, it's really jumbled. I was trying to.
You can't hear it right here. Well, basically, the child is telling. Hold on.
Cup of ice. Let me have this.
Try this. Let me try this one more time.
And
Can you hear this?
No, I don't hear nothing right now, but try it.
Told
15.
Yeah, I don't hear anything right now, but go ahead and try it.
No,
That's why.
no, she didn't.
And we gotta go get her out of that jail.
What rent?
This ain't work. Okay. Anyway, basically, the kid is telling all her mama's business. Basically, the child telling all the mama's business.
Yeah, sometimes we don't have privacy to have them conversations.
And the child, I'm looking at how the child is dressed like the grandma. And to me, that's what the child looked like they're dressed like. Because the grandma had these conversations around the children. You remember they'll have those conversations where, stay out of grown folks' business?
Yeah, but they'll still be talking all the grown folks' business over the children.
So I just wanted to play that because I think this is what's up with some of us. We sit up here, it's too many ideas coming into the kids' head before they really understand what's going on, and they're losing respect of. I guess the elders may not be holding the respect right, but it's just something that we should be.
Well, all the elders were not always wise. We see them when they old, but we ain't seen them in their heyday, and we just tend to look at people how they stand before us right now, as opposed to how they really were. Some of them elders was a motherfucker, and they did a lot of stuff before they got settled.
Right.
Because I know I've seen generations where the grandparent raised their children, and give that child time to go out and have fun because they generally had kids early, and now we're transitioning out of that. But it was always a lot of fuckery. We just tend to put on rose-colored glasses when it comes to romanticizing the past and all of the stuff that happened. We ain't just get this way. This good generational shit get passed down and bad generational shit, but we only want to romanticize on the good and on that positive aspects of Big Mama and Muddy and this and that. We don't want to talk about all the bullshit they did in the past. And Uncle Willie Joe
Yep.
Because it's not.
You think that's best sometimes to do that? Because I think that is best for children, though. When they're smaller, they should at least see their grandma and their mama in the good light. And then when they get older, maybe they could hear some of that.
We acting like teen pregnancy just happened. Some of them damn grandmas was just barely 36 themselves.
I mean, my great grandmother was dealing with teen pregnancies. My great grandmother had my grandma when she was like 14.
So we know within that everything only a 13 or 14-year-old can only do what a 13 or 14-year-old do. And when you transition into adulthood, now you got freedom and a little more resources to do some other stuff. So I don't think we're really honest about the conversations and what took place in the past and how grandma might have been a hoe and granddaddy might have been a hoe too. Well, we might know granddaddy was a hoe because he might got 3 or 4 sets of children across town and 1 wife and 3 baby mamas.
Dang, gee.
But we don't talk about that. We make it look like the old times was so good. No, there was young people having babies with young mindsets.
Right.
But we're not talking about that because we know them people had babies at 15. Now, how mature the 15-year-old back then? They no more mature than the 15-year-old. No, except now back then they knew how to cook a little bit more. Some of them.
Right.
And cooking is not raising children. Cooking is not mother wisdom. And cooking is not experience. That just means you know how to get the physical aspects of some shit done, but not the emotional and the mental. And we ain't had those real conversations yet.
Well, anyway.
Cause don't nobody want to say their grandma was a hoe or their granddaddy was a hoe or their great grandma was a hoe and was in the bars drinking.
A lot of people don't want to say that, but they know it.
And we can't really have no progressive discussions until we really be honest about grandma, granddad, and Uncle Willie Joe who used to come through town and sleep on whoever couch, auntie, sister, cousin couch, and still sleeping on them. But we're not ready to have them conversations. But we cannot move forward without being honest about some stuff. Because when you give me a little bit of truth and a little bit of lie, it corrupts the whole message. And that's what we've been doing. We've been giving a little bit of truth and mixed with some lies. And that diminishes your credibility on stuff. And it diminishes the credibility because we know we all, regardless what people say on panels, done seen the fuckery in our lives. And if we're not honest about it, it cannot be. You know, and I'm not even judging them people because they did the best they could with what they could. Right. But if we have to give them acknowledgement of that, we do also have to give people acknowledgement today. And we really take these judgmental points of view without having any compassion and any stuff, because where I'm at in my life at 47 may be a whole lot different where I'm at in my life at 27 and 28 with more resources. So we really need to have some real honest conversation that I think have not been had.
Well, I appreciate that. As I'm about to end the show off, but you got any final little thoughts that you wanted to put out?
No, I'm just gonna wait for your next live and catch you from the cloud.
All right, dude.
All right, you have a good one.
You peace out.
Bye-bye.
All right, y'all. This is Super Mike. We're about to end this thing off, but you know, like I said, I just want to caution everybody. Let's start trying to get our resources, get our people. Stop taking pointers from people just because they say they smart.
Don't worry about it.
It's because they say they smart and they might know a few facts. They might know a little information. But how do that information transition into actual life? You know, I suggest that we look at people like Boyce Watkins. We look at people like Ben X. Business people, you know, Robert Smith, Minister Farrakhan, you know, people who are creating businesses, people who help you actually sustain yourself on your own so that you can reproduce. All right. You know, we get into the unions. I was going to talk a little bit about this ballot with Larry Elder and this recall with Gavin Newsom, but I don't want to talk about that right now. I don't want to talk about that right now. And right now, we're just about to end it off. And I appreciate anybody who have been listening to it. Go ahead, press the thumbs up. Share the message on your social media. I don't care if it's just your page, if it's just 2 people you got. Go ahead and share it. And peace out.